Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I recently organized a few kits to put around my house, and I wasn't sure if this video would be too boring to put up, but I figured I'd put it up as a little bonus video this week before I put up my winter and holiday videos. So today I'm making a few different kits, an emergency kit, a medicine kit, and a stain remover kit for around my house, and I thought I would share it with you guys because I think that these are essential kits to have, and I'm happy that I finally got around to making them. So let's start first and foremost with an emergency kit. I live in a place that has earthquakes, and with that being a natural disaster where I live, I think it's really important to have an emergency kit, and I had a really small one but not a substantial one, so I decided to create one. Oliver was helping me. I got so many different things that I wanted to collect, starting with a medical kit, and basically this just kind of comes with anything you would need first aid wise if anybody gets hurt in an earthquake or an emergency situation. I got some batteries, I got some matches, packed up some Kind bars and some Justin's peanut butter, just different things that in case, you need some snacks or you're in an emergency situation, you have some things. Toothpaste and toothbrushes for the whole family, face wipes, hand wipes. I put a variety of different disinfecting wipes in the box as well. Got these Cottonelle kind of body fresh care toilet paper type thing. I also got just traditional 7th generation disinfecting wipes, and I picked up some hygiene items that I also decided to put in the box, so just in case you have to up and leave and you don't have everything packed up, you kind of have everything you might need. So deodorant and aloe vera gel, Q-tips, and things like that. These are all kind of optional. It's really up to you how extensive you want to go with these types of things, but I just decided to think of as much as I possibly could to put in there. And then I got some trash bags, I got some Tylenol, I also had acetaminophen in for adults in the first aid kit, a few games. I have some face masks, not the face masks for skincare, but just face masks in case there's dust or anything in the air. I also got a fire extinguisher because we didn't have one in the house and we needed one, so I made sure to pick one of those up as well. I made sure to pick up some canned goods and, just different soups and chilies and things like that. And enough water to last the family for a few days. So you want to consider that you might not have running water in an emergency situation. So that was pretty much everything that I felt we needed, at least for a basic kit for now. And I gotta say, I used to stay up, or I would wake up in the middle of the night, and especially when they would say that they thought an earthquake was coming, I would wake up worried that we didn't have what we needed. And I actually lived in Northridge when the 1994 Northridge earthquake happened. It was a pretty big one, and I had a friend over. I was pretty young, and I remember it had a pretty big effect on our home. So I don't usually like to be negative or a Debbie Downer, but I do think it's important to consider natural disasters and just be as prepared as you can and at least have something. I also have this, it's kind of like a shake-up flashlight. So you shake it up and then it produces light. So that's a really great one to have because you don't need batteries. So I have that. I have an army knife. I also have a battery operated radio just in case you can't access television or technology, you can listen to what's going on. I also have a charger for my phone and computer. So I went ahead and just put that in there as well. So you can just plug your phone in there and it'll charge it. And then I went ahead and packed up everything else that I already mentioned. So this is good enough for now. I feel a little bit more relieved having this, and I did want to share it with you guys, even though I'm sure this is a little bit boring. I did want to share it with you guys because I think it's important to consider, having some sort of emergency kit just in case of a natural disaster. I'm going to go ahead and label it because I love my label maker. So I'm just labeling it emergency kit, and I'm going to put it in the garage with the water. So I'm going to put it in an area where I can access it pretty easily, not too high or anywhere where I can't grab it. And then I'm going to put the fire extinguisher in a place where I can access it very easily. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that on my husband's workbench in the garage. And that way, in case there's a fire or any sort of emergency, I can access that really quickly. So I went ahead and put that there. And then that completed the emergency kit. The next one is our medicine kit, which I actually needed to reorganize, and I got this great 3-tiered organizing kit at Target. So it has the top portion, which I have some of our medicines. My husband has asthma. I love these wristbands. I get nausea really easily on airplanes and when we're traveling. I also have some arnica cream, some Neosporin spray, some gloves, and some just kind of like miscellaneous medicines. So I went ahead and put that all in the top section. And then in the second section of this, I have kind of our basic medicines, like our acetaminophen, ibuprofen. I have some aspirin, Zyrtec, Bengay. I also have the activated charcoal. I mentioned that in my last video, but this is good if you get food poisoning because you can take it and it helps absorb just basically the bad ingredients that you ate, and it can also prevent, you know, getting really sick. I also have like Zicam, which I take when I'm starting to get a cold. So all of our kind of basic medicines. In the bottom, I have all the baby medicine, which I generally try to avoid giving anything to my son unless absolutely necessary. He does have some pretty serious allergies, so I make sure to have a few different types of allergy medicines. He's had a few really bad allergic episodes to medicines and food, so I keep those around all the time. I also have some bottom spray and nipple cream. I'm keeping those around for the next baby. I have some Dramamine for kids, great for if you go on a cruise or really long trips and your kids get sick in the car. I have obviously a temperature taker, thermometer. I have some, again, more nipple cream, some baby Tylenol, and Highlands tabs and Advil and things like that. I haven't even opened the Highlands tabs because I actually haven't used those, but I do have those. And the nose Frida, which is great for when they get those colds. So that's everything for Oliver. I also have little cold packs. I have a little second kit, cold packs, and then I also just have something that didn't fit in the other kit. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. I'm going to label them both and put them up really high. And that pretty much completes all of our medicine. So I do like to have all of our medicines organized neatly and put up really high where I know kids cannot get a hold of it. I also put a first aid kit up there as well, and that kind of completes it and puts it in one area so everybody knows where to find it. The next kit I'm going to do is a stain remover kit. This one's pretty easy. I also have a rubber container and droppers that I got from Amazon. You can buy these in bulk. And I have white vinegar, hydrogen peroxide, acetone, liquid soap, and a stain remover I made, I believe, in my laundry room video. I have some Goo Gone and Tide to Go. Now, I know not everybody likes to put chemicals in droppers like I did here, so it may not be something for everybody, but what I do is I do label it, and you can omit things like acetone or hydrogen peroxide or things like that. I do love the droppers because it gives the perfect amount for stain removal. So I do put this in here, close it off, and I put it up very high with all my other harsh chemicals. And if you want to be extra cautious, you can lock those doors as well. But this is pretty high up, so no kids can get up there. So that completes all of the kits that I made for around the house, which I would call the essentials. If you like this video, please be sure to thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel. Check out my last two videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.